Good day everyone and welcome to another edition of In Case You Missed It. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to this channel.
Super Eagles head coach Eric Chell has released an interesting 23-man squad for the must-win FIFA World Cup qualifying matches against Lesotho and the Benin Republic. Huge boost for the Super Eagles as FIFA finally sanctioned South Africa for feeding an ineligible player in the World Cup qualifier and docked 3 points from them. The Super Eagles of Nigeria has announced its 23-man squad for October's decisive 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Lesotho and Benin on Friday, with head coach Eric Chell adding Sevilla striker Ako Adams in maiden call-up. Chell named 9 attackers in the 23-man squad, including Galatasaray star man Victor Osimhen, whose fitness remained a source of concern after a limp-off against Liverpool in the Champions League, while Ademola Lookman, who recently reconciled with Atalanta, made the list. Captain William Troost-Ekong headlines the team, while Semi Ajayi, Terem Murphy, Alassane Yusuf Abdullahi, and Olakunle Olusegun all returned after spells away from the national team. A source of concern, however, is the scarcity of midfield options, with only 4 midfielders making the list in Alex Iwobi, Frank Oyenka, Wilfred Ndidi, and Alassane Yusuf Abdullahi. This might be due to current injury status of Rafael Yendika and Fisayodele Bashiru, or just Tatika, giving the name to score goals this window. As noted by the NFF, the players will fly directly to South Africa from their bases and converge in Polokwane, where they will face Lesotho at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. First choice goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali, who plays for Premier League soccer side Chippa United in South Africa, will join the team from there. The team will fly to Nigeria after the game for the final group game at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium against West African neighbor, the Benin Republic, coached by former Super Eagles coach Ghana Tro. The announcement comes at a critical junction in Group C of the African qualifiers. Nigeria's hope of reaching the World Cup had appeared to be slipping away after 5 draws in 8 matches. FIFA's recent sanction against South Africa has dramatically altered the picture. The disciplinary ruling overturned South Africa's 2-0 win against Lesotho in March, awarding a 3-0 victory to the Crocodiles and stripping Bafana of 3 crucial points. Here is the full list. Goalkeepers: Stanley Nwabali of Chippa United in South Africa, Amos Obasogwe of Singida Black Stars in Tanzania, and Adeleye Adebayo of Volos FC in Greece. And the defenders: William Troost-Ekong of Akolud FC in Saudi Arabia, Calvin Bassey of From FC in England, Oluwasemilogo Ajayi of Hull City in England, Bright Osayi Samuel of Birmingham City in England, Bruno Onyemaechi of Olympiacos in Greece, Felix Agu of Werder Bremen in Germany, and Benjamin Frederick of Danda FC in Belgium. On the midfielders: Alex Iwobi of Fulham FC in England, Frank Oyenka of Brentford FC in England, Alassane Yusuf Abdullahi of New England Revolution in USA, and Wilfred Ndidi of Besiktas FC in Turkey. And the forwards: Ademola Lookman of Atalanta BC in Italy, Samuel Chukwueze of From FC in England, Victor Osimhen of Galatasaray FC in Turkey, Moses Simon of Paris FC in France, Saradizas of Panathinaikos of Greece, Tolu Alkodare of Wolves in England, Terem Murphy of OGC Nice in France, Ako Adams of Sevilla FC in Spain, and Olakunle Olusegun of Paris Nizhny Novgorod of Russia. The race for a spot at the 2026 FIFA World Cup has taken a dramatic turn following a disciplinary ruling by FIFA against the South Africa Football Association (SAFA). South Africa's quest for the 2026 World Cup ticket has suffered a huge blow after the FIFA disciplinary committee sanctioned the team for feeding an ineligible player in the qualifiers. Teboho Mokoena, who had received yellow cards in 2 previous matches, was in the starting lineup as South Africa defeated Lesotho 2-0 on the 21st of March 2025. The Mamelodi Sundowns midfielder should have observed a 1-match suspension, but he was in action against the Crocodiles, thereby breaching Article 19 of the FIFA Disciplinary Code (FDC) and Article 14 of the FIFA World Cup 2026 Preliminary Competition Regulations. In a statement on Monday, September 29th, the World Football Governing Body announced that South Africa had forfeited the match by 3-9. The statement read via the official website. Consequently, the FIFA Disciplinary Committee has declared the match in question to have been forfeited by a representative team of South Africa by a score of 3-0. SAFA has also been ordered to pay a fine of 10,000 CHF to FIFA, while Table Mokoena has been issued with a warning. The parties were notified of the terms of the FIFA Disciplinary Committee's decision today. In accordance with the relevant provision of the FDC, they have 10 days in which to request a motivated decision, which, if requested, will subsequently be published on legal.fifa.com. The forfeiture decision remains subject to potential appeal before the FIFA Appeal Committee. This ruling immediately reshapes the standings in the Group C of the CAF World Cup qualifiers. South Africa, who were initially awarded 3 points for their 2-0 win, will now have those points revoked and equal a 3-0 loss. The forfeiture provides a boost to Nigeria Super Eagles, who are vying with South Africa, Benin Republic, Rwanda, Zimbabwe, and Lesotho for the top spots, which guarantees automatic qualification for the World Cup in Canada, Mexico, and the United States. The group will look like this. Benin Republic will have 14 points. South Africa will also be on 14 points, and the Super Eagles of Nigeria on 11 points. The pressure will now mount on all teams in the group as they head into the final rounds of matches, making every remaining fixture a must-win.
The Super Eagles have seen their chances of making the 2026 FIFA World Cup so far the major hit after they were held to a draw at home by the Warriors of Zimbabwe. A poor start to the qualifying campaign, collecting only 3 points from a possible 12, left them swimming against the tide. It also meant they needed to win all 6 points during this international window to keep their odds favorable. While the chances are slimmer now, all hope is not lost as there are factors that can propel Nigeria's ambition. The Bafana are current leaders in Group C with 13 points, 6 above the 7 secured by the Super Eagles. However, that margin could be up should FIFA return with a guilty verdict for South Africa, who have been accused of feeding an ineligible player. Tebo Mokoena, the player in question, received a yellow card in the first and the fourth qualifying matches, which meant he was ineligible for South African fifth game against Lesotho. As FIFA regulations stipulate that if a player receives 2 yellow cards in separate games, they become ineligible for the subsequent match. Mokoena played the next game against Lesotho for 82 minutes. Hence, the Lesotho Football Association sent an official query to the World Football Governing Body. The Super Eagles still have a return leg fixture against the Bafana. A victory in that fixtures plus a 3-point deduction for the Southern African nation could mean the current margin is right off. It is not enough for the Super Eagles to beat South Africa even with the point deduction if they continue to drop points unnecessarily. Nigeria are still behind South Africa, Benin Republic, Rwanda, and potentially Lesotho should they receive 3 points at South Africa's expense. Hence, to guarantee qualification, the Super Eagles have to win all their matches. Victory in all 4 remaining matches against Rwanda, South Africa, Lesotho, and Benin Republic guarantees that the Super Eagles will finish above at least 3 of these teams. This is because only South Africa are above Nigeria with 3 points or more, and a simple victory against all 4 teams ensure Nigeria finish in at least second, regardless of how results pan out elsewhere. Should South Africa be docked 3 points and win their remaining games except they won against Nigeria, the Super Eagles will win the group, provided they go on a flawless run. However, should their current total remain and they collect maximum points in every other games except the match against Nigeria, then the Super Eagles will finish second and hope to be among the best second place teams. There are 9 groups in CAF qualifiers for the FIFA World Cup. The winners of each group qualify for the competition automatically, while the 4 best second place teams will go to the playoff routes. At this moment, the 4 teams currently occupying the playoff spot are Gabon with 15 points, Namibia with 12 points, Mozambique with 12 points, and Burkina Faso with 11 points. The Super Eagles are currently on 7 points, but can potentially collect 12 points with a potential total of 19 points at the end of the group, and the results in other groups going their way. the playoff might prove a viable option to qualify for the World Cup.